You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your number one source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Ian Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live on Ustream, this is AfterBuzz TV for So You Think You Can Dance. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest So You Think You Can Dance news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, it's AfterBuzz TV for So You Think You Can Dance.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to So You Think You Can Dance, Season 10, Episode 18, Top 8. But before we get started, I'm so excited about this episode, but before we get started, I would love for you guys to go out and get Every Girl's Guide to Life. It's by Marina Menunez. And if you guys want to get in shape like the girls on the show, you got to go out and get this book. There's tips in here on how to get in shape, organize, help you with your navigation, how to do everything. And if guys want to go out and get it too for your girl, or you just want to look at the sexy pictures of her, you go out and get it.
Yes, it's an awesome book. I've actually read it myself. It's DJ Jesse here in the booth, here with Heather Basra. Now, we have some other exciting news before we get started.
Yes.
I know you're really excited about this episode.
I am.
I only got to see the performances, so I can imagine what the whole night was like. It looked like
amazing, hot
amazing
and sexy.
Night. Yes. But before we get started, a few announcements. One, we are back on iTunes.
Yeah.
Awesome, amazing,
Yes.
epic. Check us out. You know, we are streaming live on Ustream every day. But if you guys can't make it to your computer in time, download us on iTunes. You can put us on your iPod or whatever fancy
Now
little
your iPad.
Your iPad.
Woo.
All you fancy little contraptions out there. And you can actually listen to us on the go. Hey, you don't have an iPad, you don't have an iPhone, you don't have an iPod. That's all right, because we have an app called Stitcher, Stitcher. Basically, you can download any of our podcasts and listen to it through your phone. Plug it into your car and listen to us on the go.
Is cool.
Yes.
I love that.
It kind of freaked me out the first time I ever used it. I was like, wow, I'm listening to myself through my phone. That's weird.
On the radio
But
in
it's
my
awesome.
car.
Yes, it's awesome. So make sure you guys check it out. And it's also free.
Oh.
Yeah. They're also free on iTunes, so don't feel like you have to go through iTunes and pay for anything. And leave us your comments, guys.
Yes, we want to know what you think of what we can improve on.
We can also hit us up at info@afterbuzztv.com. Check us out at ustream.tv/AfterBuzzTV. Like us on Facebook. Please find us. Tell your friends.
Yes, go out there. Click it. One click.
One click. I mean,
click.
One click.
That's it.
You know?
Like.
Don't just visit the page. Like it.
Yeah.
It's easy.
And leave us comments.
And it's cool to like AfterBuzz TV.
It is. It's awesome.
And leave it, we're always posting stuff, and make sure you guys contribute to the chats that we got going on. And hey, you know what? There may not be a show that you know about, but if you see it, check it out. You may get into it. There have been so many shows here where, I hate to even admit this, Gossip Girl.
Right? You get it. You get addicted. You watch one episode.
I watch the girls come in here and they start talking about it. I'm addicted to it.
Yep.
Even So You Think You Can Dance. I mean, I used to watch it with my mom back in the day. Then I kind of got drifted away. You, Kat, Maria Kanellis. I mean, just the passion you guys have for it. It's pulled me back into it. I'll definitely be watching the rest of the season and be watching next season. I'm excited for it.
See, that's how we reel you in.
That's how you roll. And also check us out on Twitter. We're always tweeting, and you guys definitely want to get the latest updates from AfterBuzz TV. That's at
what's going on?
TV. And if you're listening out there, give us a call at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. We will pick up your phone call.
So call in.
At the appropriate time, though. We can't have the lines blowing up. But yeah, definitely call in and give us your opinion.
Yeah, let us know.
Now, Kat and
How do you feel
Maria
about the show?
couldn't be here tonight. They're very upset about that, but
Miss
they're busy
them.
girls.
They are.
And they're
Traveling,
working
traveling.
girls. And we want to congratulate Kat Bill as she has a new nephew in her life. So
I know.
that's actually where
So
she's heading right now. She gets to
exciting.
finally meet him.
Can't wait to see pictures.
Yes. But let's get into tonight's episode.
Yes.
This amazing.
Amazing,
night.
ridiculous episode. So first off, I want to say how we lost Clarice and Mitchell last week. Don't really miss them very much.
No.
I kind of don't remember them.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
I liked Mitchell at the beginning.
yeah.
At the
well.
beginning. And then he kind of
We saw he didn't really change. He
No.
didn't grow. He didn't, expand his knowledge of dance or anything like that. And so he's gone. Bye-bye.
Sorry.
See you later. So now to this episode, we had, of course, Lady Gaga on the episode. Oh my goodness.
Interesting outfit choice.
What was that?
It was like Love Boat meets The Partridge Family meets...
Old school 80s, 70s, 60s. What?
And what is with everyone dyeing their hair? All these colors.
What was it? Like a seafoam green,
Yeah.
blue?
I'm so mad you said seafoam green.
Well,
You know what? We're going to change our background colors to give us some Lady Gaga right now. Behind us, we have... That was the color of Lady Gaga's hair.
oh, yeah. It was.
But
like
very
right here.
interesting outfit choice, and her shoes were crazy.
They were like 1.5 feet tall. And
Like,
she's a short girl,
those are
but
hazardous.
yeah, she threw them at the stage. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine a 1.5 foot shoe flying at you?
Lady Gaga hit me with her shoe.
Sasha's not going to let that shoe go.
Oh,
No way.
Let's save all that.
Oh, I know.
because-
I can't help it.
I know. All right, so where do we start off with? today?
Okay, so we start off on the first dance. It was Sasha and Pasha doing a quick step. It was
It was in the fact of Sasha, you gave us such an
Amazing
amazing dance
dances.
last week.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And now this week, I mean, it was supposed to be weird and quirky.
Which it was.
It was. Her outfit was awesome. I loved it.
Do we blame Pasha maybe?
What?
Do we blame her partner?
Well, no, I don't think so.
No.
Maybe it's just the choreography or maybe the chemistry. You know, she did have amazing chemistry with Twitch last week,
Right.
which I think something might be going on.
Go ahead
Wink,
now. What
wink,
were you
wink.
saying with that?
Every time they zoomed to him, it was when she was on stage or, he's in the audience. We actually see him in the audience now.
Right.
And I don't remember seeing him in the audience. They never zoomed to him
Mm-hmm.
before. And I don't know, maybe something's going on.
Well, and it's funny. I wonder if because that last week that dance was so passionate, and we
Brilliant.
kept talking about how we felt maybe something was going on between them because of the passion.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny. Do you ever watch Dancing with the Stars?
No, I've seen a few episodes.
This past season, another show that I got sucked into loving.
Right.
Christy Alley was dancing with her partner, and he's so much younger than her. But people were questioning if there was something going on because of their chemistry.
Ooh.
So I wonder if the editors for the show... Well, this is live.
Yeah, the show's live.
But I wonder if they plant him there in the fact of, well, you guys had such a hot dance. Maybe we can start some controversy.
Oh, yeah, have him sitting there and then zoom into him or whatever.
But you never know, because in the dancing world, if you find somebody with the same passion as you and
And the chemistry.
you can make some love on
Oh.
stage like that,
Right? Oh, my
Baby,
goodness.
make
Woo!
that love everywhere.
Two dancers making love. Oh, my goodness.
Epic.
I know.
So what did you think of the actual performance? I mean, yeah.
I didn't want to watch it again.
What did you think
Once
of her
is good.
technique in it?
It was a little stiff,
But in
weak.
that sense, I think it was the choreography, because they were doing like these weird like scarecrow positionings.
But
and-
that was the choreographer. He chose to pick that style, that weird, quirky, whatever it was, and I don't know, meh. Wasn't going to make it or break it for me tonight for her. She's
Moving
still going to
on.
be in, but right, moving on. Caitlyn and Ivan doing a hip hop. I love that he's back. We
too.
haven't seen him in almost 7 years, something like that. Long time.
It was a great dance.
He's a man now.
He's grown into such a young man.
Yeah. I think that he carried her in this dance.
I definitely agree.
I don't think I'm not gonna give it away. I was gonna make a prediction.
No, they save their predictions.
Yes.
It's funny because we didn't watch the show together.
No, we did not.
But as we watched the dances afterwards, our commentary was kind of very similar. And whenever that happens for me in my head, it's kind of like, well, that's usually then the general public's opinion.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I didn't see what the judges said, but did they feel that he carried the dance as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nigel was saying how, she did well, but Ivan was better kind of deal. It was okay. I mean, I love the dance. It was a story. I think that's what I was saying. Yeah. How Kat was saying last week, how she loves to see a story. She wants to feel like she's there, like she's, like a movie, like a little mini movie.
They had chemistry. I'll definitely give them that.
They did. They definitely did.
Like you said, a mini movie. I felt like I was watching a music video.
Yeah. That's
I felt
what you
like
were saying. Yeah. A music
Neo
video.
could have popped up and been involved somehow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they were definitely choreographed to the lyrics.
Right.
Which I think definitely gives it more of a music video story, mini clip kind of feel.
Mm-hmm.
But it was okay.
Yeah.
It was all right. Who knows? Who knows if she'll be around
next week.
Right? We'll see what happens next week. Jordan in a day. It was nice to see his face. Yawning.
Who?
You.
Oh, please. I was just screaming with excitement.
Right? You're silently screaming. Jordan in a day, it was definitely sexy. That was the whole idea. Tice wanted not to be saying bad words, but badasses in this dance. It was supposed to be athleticism, showing their strength and what they can do. And I totally saw it. Her extensions were ridiculous.
Crazy.
She did he spun her around and her legs just went 180. Literally, it was ridiculous how long her legs go. And it's they're endless.
Her sex appeal is insane. Now, this is the one. Is this the one that I compared to Britney?
Yes.
All right. So the thing with her is she's this little good girl, very timid.
Yeah. Shy.
But when she goes on stage,
she's fierce.
She's able to, and those are the ones you have to watch out for because they
come out.
That's where they perform, and that's what it is for them. The stage. With Sasha, I feel like she has that aggression, off stage. She has that passion off stage. But it's the ones that are quiet, and it's why we've seen Britney Spears around for so long.
Yeah.
Because she's this nice, good, humble little girl, but when she goes on stage,
it's a whole different world.
It's a cat, and it's just released, and that's what I saw tonight. That sex that she put on that stage was. She could have been just not even dancing as well. Her let alone she had amazing extensions, but it was just the passion
she puts into it. It's kind of like a cabaret, kind of not Pussycat Dolls, maybe a little bit, but that cabaret, old school, you go see a girl dance, not like a stripper, but you go see a girl dance and it's sexy and you know what I mean? That's what it's
actually opening number of the musical Chicago. That very reminiscent of that. When she was dragged across the floor. We saw that last week with was it Sasha? Or was it Jesse and no, I think it was Sasha. Where she was dragged across the floor.
With Twitch. It was with Twitch.
Okay.
That one.
They did such an amazing job. This was totally different. This was sexy. The way he pulled her across that stage.
Her facial expressions, the way she just carries herself on stage. It's a presence.
And for some reason, Sasha has great extensions. But this girl, the angle of her being pulled, the arch in her back, everything about it was just
sensual, delicious,
a beautiful sexual statue. Awesome.
Amazing. And then we have Melanie.
Before we go there, what were the judges' thoughts on that?
Let me skip to that. Nigel said it was like moving dolls around.
Okay, yeah.
Like what did he say? It was like, when little girls play with Barbie dolls and they, move the leg and they move the arm and they just twitch him. He was moving around like this. He's like twitching around and moving around. And that's what it's like with her, You can move her leg up here. You can move her leg down there. You can move her arm and she'll just go there,
Right.
Like there's no boundaries to where her body can move and how flexible she is.
Excellent.
Yeah, they loved it. They really did. We have Melanie and Neal. Oh my God, he's so hot. He is sexy. He had his shirt off. I couldn't help myself.
No.
But she is beautiful. I think it's going to be between her and Sasha. I mean, seriously, she's amazing. And you were saying how they always have her in
this
white dresses.
white virginal dress, and she always does this
the Virgin Mary or something,
like it's like this, the Virgin ballerina.
Yeah.
And that's what I get from her. When I watch her dance, I feel like a Russian China doll.
Yes, exactly.
And the pixie haircut, everything for her whole look.
She's cute.
Yes, it's just
She's cute.
adorable. And when she dances, it goes from adorable to beautiful.
She's growing into a woman. She's really learning a lot from this show, I think. She's growing.
And I'm really excited to talk about the dance that she does at the end with Sasha, because
Amazing.
when I watched this first dance, I said to myself, great job, but we've seen it. We saw it last week. We saw that.
Yeah, this is a dance that you definitely see a lot of. I was rewatching some of the old episodes from older seasons, and in this episode, in this dance, she ran and jumped to him, which is beautiful. But we have seen that with what's her name, Allison and Ivan. They did one of those. What was the other one?
But you know what? I can
seen it.
allow. We've seen that. When I say I've seen it before, I've seen that story, that romance, the white dress,
like
and the
Romeo and Juliet type of deal.
The thing about the jumping into his arms,
it's magical.
it really was. That was a moment, and she did it, and she kind of reminds me of a deer. I know that's really awkward and weird to say, but I mean it in the most positive way.
It's kind of like Bambi.
Yeah, like she's just so innocent, and just like the passion of her running, jumping, it was so quick and just like into his arms. She shelled up into his arms.
How she trusted him.
Flawless. Perfect word for it.
Flawless. It was. You have to be able to trust your partner. I mean, like to run and jump to somebody, how do you know how they're gonna react? They rehearsed it, and they practice, but you still don't know. Things happen, and just let yourself go and just feel the movement in the moment. Just go for it.
And I have a prediction which I'll save, but I do want to say, we spoke about how we think Sasha and her are will probably be in the final two. Yeah. It's so funny when you watch these two dance, the passion that they have, and it's just like I saw it tonight with Marco, but these girls put so much into it. Like, that jump really meant a lot to me.
They like live it. Yeah. They live it. They're in the moment. It's like taking over them. Like having a little spirit inside of them. Just.
I have the dancing spirit in me.
It's like True Blood, the little fairies.
Yeah, the little fairies have taken over, so you think you can dance.
Yeah, exactly. And then this dance was supposed to be about a crossroad in a relationship, and I really feel that. I really felt like I saw that. They're at this still in their relationship, and what do? Do you stay? Do you go?
Well, after that, you stay. 'Cause that was some energy. That was some
passion. Somebody. Oh yeah, I thought. I have a question mark here. It looked like she was crying at the end. Yeah. It looked like they were crying. Like she felt it so much that like maybe she thought this fake relationship was ended. I felt it. I really did. Rob had said her technique is magical, and it really is, and how it's like poetry and flawless, and how she dances. Yeah, it's like poetry and just amazing. She's
but definitely
wonderful.
Magical. I mean, it's just something. maybe it's her haircut or Pixie. I think Fairy.
Different.
I
love her.
She makes that character come to life.
She does. Well, she lives it.
Mhm.
You know, it's brilliant. She's brilliant. Lady Gaga said that Melanie is her favorite dancer on this season.
Now I wonder if like if they don't win, like Lady Gaga was there, if I was Lady Gaga, I would want them on my tour. To have moments like that in my tour.
I think she said that. She said it to somebody about how if they weren't in this show, that she would hire them on the spot for her tour.
Really? I mean,
I wrote that down somewhere. I swear I did.
Doesn't get better than that.
Yeah, but she said that to somebody. I think it was Melanie, because she said this was her favorite. Yeah, right here. Hired to dance on tour. Like, she loves her that much. It's like a guaranteed job because you love something that you do. Like, if you're passionate about it, she's going to go really far.
Absolutely.
Amazing, amazing job. She might win. Maybe. Dun, dun, dun. We have Ricky and Anya. Anya's amazing. She's brilliant at what she does. But Ricky, I didn't watch it.
No.
I saw 5 seconds and skipped. I couldn't help myself.
She led him.
She did. Like,
he was the man in the relationship.
she was. Oh my God, that's awful. I don't want to be mean, but it was a little feminine for me. It wasn't, like in ballroom, there's a woman and a man. In contemporary and other things, it's a little different. But in ballroom, I just feel like you kind of need a male, strong
persona.
Something. And she was leading him around, and it was a little uncomfortable for me.
It's in the sense of, like last week,
Mm-hmm.
he did this dance where he was supposed to, they were supposed to have a bad dream.
He didn't even
He
live the
doesn't
character.
feed the character.
Not at all.
And with this, it's, the character is masculine.
Mm-hmm.
You have to feed that masculine.
No matter how your body structure is, no matter how you carry yourself outside of dance, once you're on stage, you have to play whatever part. You have to feel whatever the choreography is. The choreographer has a vision. It's their, it's like an artist. You have a vision and you paint it out.
And who was the choreographer for that one?
Number 5.
Because it was.
I didn't write it down because I didn't watch it.
It was kind of simple choreography.
It was. This was a jive. Jives are a little harder, but he should have been gone long ago. Right. I know Maria and I Marie didn't like him either. He's just been stringing along. I don't know how he's doing it. He must have a really big fan base at home. Yeah. But it's just meh. It's over.
Next.
Next. We don't even care. My favorite. He's my favorite male. There's a couple, but he's definitely my favorite. He's a cutie pie. Jesse and Lauren G. They brought Lauren G back, which I love her. And they did a hip hop piece, and it was beautiful. I mean, I loved it. Lady Gaga said it's not like acting. Sorry, that's not what she said. She said it's not like it's like he meant it, not like he's acting. He actually meant the dance. This piece was where he had cheated on her, I guess, or something like that, and he was making up to her, and she didn't want it. Please give me back, take me back, and I know I messed up, but I love you, and all of us have gone through that at some point in our lives, and it was a beautiful dance.
And I mentioned, I don't know if it was last week or the week before, I mentioned to you guys, it's really hard on these shows when they have these dancers who are so trained do hip hop. It's always awkward.
Yeah.
They're always doing the hand slides. Who did we see earlier in the
was it Ricky
episode doing hip hop? We've seen Ricky do hip hop. Oh, later in the episode, Ricky did hip hop, and it was just you're playing a part.
Yeah.
With Jesse, I mentioned to you guys a few weeks ago that the only one I felt that wouldn't be able to do it was Jesse, because he just has that flow to him.
Yeah.
And he really pulled it off
sinks into
tonight.
it.
Yep.
Nigel was saying it's like a pot or a seat, and you got to sink in. And it's true. He does. He gets into it. It's like the swag, you know?
Yeah.
The little nitty gritty, and he gets in there and does it. He does everything.
He's a full entertainer.
Oh, completely. Well, you know, he did Broadway when he was younger.
Right.
He was on Broadway, and the other guest judge, Rob Marshall, he actually worked with Jesse.
Oh, really?
When he was younger, and he said that this show has allowed Jesse to grow as a dancer, as an artist, you know, and it's great to see that.
Well, do you remember when Jesse was his audition?
Yeah.
He's kind of very cocky.
Yeah.
And very like, I'm the only one with tap.
I can do this.
Yeah, I can do this.
I can do this and this and this, so
And
I'm the all-star.
I feel like being challenged with all these different dances, being short, not being able to lift and having to overcome this, I feel like he's kind of mellowed out with that persona. And
well, it's kind of like a slap in the face a little, like, hey, wake up.
right. And I totally agree with that, you know, Rob, in the fact of I have seen growth in him.
Oh yeah, there's a lift
as a person
later on.
and as a dancer.
Yeah. He's
Jess.
kind of humbled out a little bit more.
Right.
Yeah. Let's see here. We have Tad and Lauren F. They're bringing all these Laurens back. I'm getting all confused from different seasons. There's a Lauren on every season.
They gotta have.
They got to cut him off. They did a jazz piece. It was cute. He kind of got slapped in the face and his hat fell off.
Yeah, but he played it off.
He did. I noticed because I can catch these things, but I did watch it with a friend earlier and he didn't even notice. He's like, "What are you talking about?"
Well, I mean, he didn't blink twice.
No,
You
he
know,
just
and
kept going.
It's funny because, I'm gonna really reach back right now. But when I was in high school, we put on a production, and you know, one of the things that our choreographer said was, we had these. It was like a cane. If you drop the cane,
Just
don't go pick it up. It's gonna look more awkward. You might trip on somebody. Something could happen.
Yep.
Just hold the air as if you're holding the cane.
Yep.
You know, give the
And
illusion.
he did it.
Totally did.
And it's funny because I was like, what is he doing? That's when I noticed, because he was going like this. He was like touching his head and doing all the things that she was doing with the hat. And I was like, oh, he lost his hat. I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice,
And
until that.
That's a great professional dancer.
It's a performer.
I really liked this dance. It was very
Like a
Michael
heist.
Jackson.
Yes, that's what the judges were saying. That it's like Michael Jackson, a heist, like a secret agent.
And very, what's the word I'm looking for?
Not quirky, but
No. It wasn't feminine, but it wasn't masculine, and it kind of interchanged in parts where he would do the masculine thing, and then she would switch and do the you know, when he jumped over her back and went underneath her legs, and then she went underneath his legs. It was really creative, and they pulled it off. They were really great chemistry. They were in sync with each other, which is very hard with all that pop locking and all that. I really like them.
I do too. He's definitely one of my favorites. I know Kat loves him a lot and Maria loves him a lot. He's definitely going to be in the top. You know, he's definitely a good dancer. But who knows? You know, Jesse's there. They still have Marco.
Oh,
so
Marco's next, right?
It's a little tough. That's the 4 guys. You know, you're going to have to start cutting all the good ones out soon.
Right.
It's going to be down to just 2 amazing dancers and see what happens.
It's still kind of early, but like, just think of these performances we're seeing, you know?
Oh, they're getting better and better and better.
Imagine what it's going to be when it's the top 4, when they're really putting all of their passion into it.
Mm-hmm. Well, they should be putting all their passion into it now.
Yeah, but once you get towards that, like, really, right now it's not as competitive. It's more like I'm showing you what I'm capable of.
Yeah.
But when it gets to like,
the
I'm
nitty-gritty.
like the top 4,
Yeah.
I need to perform.
You're fighting for your life.
There's something that comes inside of you that is going to make you push off harder, make you lift higher, and yeah.
It's a little extra spirit. A little dance spirit.
Those fairies coming back.
Yeah. Next, we have Marco and Allison, and they did an amazing contemporary. I really think they might win an Emmy for this one.
This was
gorgeous. I mean,
honestly, since the beginning, Marco's been. I actually, when we first started the show, I did it with we had a whole different.
Oh yeah, we had a. I wasn't even here.
No, it was me, Kat, and Tammy, and I believe Ashanti even came in.
Mm-hmm.
And Marco was my first pick from the auditions. I said I think he's gonna go all the way.
Yeah. He just dances with passion. He dances like it's like no one's watching him.
Yes, nobody's in the room.
And
Almost like he's not even dancing with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
But the chemistry he has, like, instantly is there with whoever he dances with.
Yeah.
He's so in the zone.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, in the zone. He is.
He can do hip hop. He can do anything.
Contemporary.
His technique is insane.
They were saying that his technique is flawless. This was a Sonia piece, and she's got a couple numbers tonight. Like amazing numbers.
Both of her top numbers literally brought the host down.
Yeah, those were the two top numbers of the night.
This one, everyone was crying.
Yeah, this one was crazy. This is a dance about how you not hurt somebody, but something happens to somebody because of you, and you've caused damage to somebody, and now you're feeling the guilt.
Right.
And that's what we're seeing on stage is this guilt that they're feeling inside of how they hurt somebody or did something to somebody or damage or whatever it was. I saw it. I totally saw it. And you know,
so crazy he brought his mother on the night that he did the guilt thing, the guilt dance.
I
and
know.
Then,
his mom flew all the way from Guam.
Right, with that passion, because, I mean, at the end of it, he was
Everyone was crying.
Lady Gaga was like, she was a hot mess. She couldn't even say anything. And what was with the fly on Lady Gaga's hat? If anyone noticed this?
Yeah. I was Facebooking right before I got in here, and I'm reading the post, and my friend was like, did anybody notice the fly on Lady Gaga's head? Like, ew.
Right, like,
why would no one tell her? Why would no one know? Like,
girl,
somebody.
Are you wearing meat bra and panties again? Because what? There was I thought it was on my computer screen when I was watching this.
Flicking
I was
it
like,
off.
it really was, and then I was like, wait, oh my God, that's on her hat, boldly in the So You Think You Can Dance studio.
A little black thing on a bright red hat.
As she's bawling her eyes out.
I know, poor thing. And that's probably why she took her hat off, because right after that and all the other judging, she had no hat on.
If there was a fly there, that hat would not come off because I wouldn't want that fly in my hair.
Right? And her hair was bright blue. But this piece was incredible. Everyone was crying. You know, everyone, Rob said this was incredible partnership.
Mm-hmm,
it was. Like, the way when they moved, you said it, they did this head back thing together, and it was just in sync.
Yep.
And you were just like, you know?
You know what I love that he does is, you know, we always talk about extensions and how well they, you know, can arch
flexibility
their toe
and all that. Mm-hmm.
But he did this part where he like curled his leg up and like did a spin.
Yeah.
And like arched his back and like it was so compact and so just like quick and sharp, and she did it too, but I just like the way he's like a machine.
Yeah.
It's so amazing. And he's the one that I feel like Lady Gaga should be like, if you don't win this, I need you on my tour. Because you just
he's brilliant.
Awesome.
He's the kind of dancer you can see. He's a little feminine maybe, but he's masculine too.
Yeah, he makes up for
You know what I mean? Like, he just, the way he dances is just out there, and ooh, that's how it feels, you know? Like, oh gosh, yes. You know, you just want to be there. You want to be there live, just like a little kid. Up. Yeah, like just I want to see it again.
Arms in the air.
Yeah, you got to watch it again and again and again. And Nigel was saying how he wanted to take a moment to say, this is beyond dance. This is about, you know, how you've done something to somebody, or you regret things. You know, Lady Gaga was like, I regret things in my life, and sometimes you can't say how you feel about it, and it's too late to say I'm sorry or whatever. And, and his mom was there tonight, and he was able to say, I was a little brat when I was a kid. We've all done things we regret. And just to say, you know what, I'm sorry and I love you. And, that's it. I'm sorry. I love you. And let's move on,
Well, let's just say he's safe.
Completely safe until next week. Who knows?
I'm so glad they didn't do individual solos tonight.
I know you were saying that. We already know by this point what they can do. We already know their abilities. I want to see them dance. Yes. I want to see them. How do they interact with different styles? How do they, deal with pressure of a new partner?
Yep. Match those mofos up.
Right? Let's twist them all up and see what happens. Throw them in a bag.
And not only that, but it's like, it's different when you're dancing with somebody from a past season, because the person from the past season is like
a pro now.
Right. And they
work. They
aren't doing it for a competition.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get passion because obviously they're great, amazing dancers, but to put two of them together who are competing, there's gonna be that spark, that extra passion. We definitely saw that tonight.
Mm-hmm. We saw that from a couple of them tonight.
Who was our first couple that we?
The first couple together were Caitlin and Tad. It was a foxtrot. Yeah. It was okay. I mean, it was like being at a cigar lounge and watching a performance from the 1950s. It was elegant. It was beautiful.
The technique wasn't really there.
No, Mary Murphy was saying the technique wasn't there, but it was pleasurable to watch.
They were very entertaining. And like you said, for them not to have technique, but for them to like physically bring you to, hey, I am in the 1920s. Mm-hmm. There's something there. That's magic.
Sometimes you don't need technique. If there's performance and there's entertainment and passion and, technique is a little on the side burner a little bit.
This is, when I did Dancing with the Stars, this is something I would say. It was very Disney. Like
I can see that. I can definitely see that.
They had the smile on. They had the
very
hair done.
Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty and. Yeah.
I could go to Disney World and you would make me feel like I was in the 1920s. Thank you very much.
I can definitely see that. It was okay. Definitely one of those ones you go, okay, next. Wouldn't watch it again. We have Ricky and Marco doing a hip hop. They did some crazy little stunts. Yeah. They did a broom twirl, aerial.
I like when they use props.
I do. They were little janitors tonight.
They were.
They were cleaning up the stage.
I think with this, another show in comparison, I did The Voice.
Oh, I love that show.
Oh, me too. Amazing.
Adam Levine. He called me.
Oh, really? With The Voice, they matched them up. And when they matched them up, I would say, well, why would they put these two together? You clearly want to get rid of one of them because it was always they matched a really strong person up with a weaker person. And tonight, I felt the same way. Marco versus Ricky.
It was.
I wasn't in love with this performance, but, Marco really
outshined him.
I couldn't take my eyes off him. Mm-hmm. Ricky kind of, you could see all of his flaws.
Yeah. Well, I kind of feel like maybe he doesn't want to be here anymore. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting from Ricky. He's been in the bottom 3 every week. I don't know. I just don't care.
You can also see he's not as good of
dancer. He doesn't
a technical dancer. He's a hand dancer. I watched the choreography tonight. When they would just literally spread their legs and stand in place and just do the choreography with the hands, Ricky was really good at that. Mm-hmm. But once it involved crisscrossing the feet,
and the movement, and
jumping, and all that stuff, that's where he kind of was slacking.
Lost it.
Marco really shined.
He did. This performance was good. I mean, it was definitely entertaining. Just, back burner too. Yeah. Ricky's. I was gonna say it again. Ricky should just go home.
Sorry.
So I know, I feel so bad for him. Now we have the next 2 performances, and I liked both of them.
Yeah, me too.
I do like this next one. I know a lot of the judges did not like it. They said it was slow, but that's part of the rumba. It was Jordan and Jess, and I do like these two together. She was barefoot, which I absolutely loved for Jess because, you know, he's been doing
Take some
all
height off.
yeah, he's been doing all these what are they called? Twirls, not twirls. Lifts. There we go.
Yeah.
My mind went on a blank. He was doing all these lifts with all these girls in heels, and you could see the struggle. You know, I felt kind of bad for him. But this one, he did it flawlessly. He did it with no effort, really. You know, she was barefoot. You know, I think even if she was in heels, it still would be easy. I think their chemistry.
He's growing, you know.
Yes,
and,
he's probably been practicing behind scenes.
and the chemistry was
Hopefully.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm kind of a little upset with the judges and the fact of, you know, we watch these dancers and putting them up against each other. You could sense the fact of one trying to do as well as they can because they know they're on stage with a competitor. With this, it was not a competition at all. They were dancing in unison. It was it was really beautiful. And also to an Adele song, I think they just
Adele's beautiful. It just makes the passion even better being there.
the spins in it, the lifts in it. They were on point with each other. It was just it was
I mean, there
great
were a
dance.
few flaws.
Yeah.
Nigel pointed out a few. She was walking kind of, I would say, like a duck. You know, when you're in training growing up, you learn tuck it under, tuck your butt. And she kind of stuck it out a little tonight,
But
you know.
I liked it. I actually liked that she did it because it was so dramatic. It added character to it, and just seeing the arch in her back and the curves in her body, it was sexy. It was
Yeah, it didn't bother me.
No.
But for the judges, you know, technique
right.
is a big factor. But it didn't bother me. I loved it.
No,
I
yeah.
thought it was really sensual. This dance was about a controlling relationship. And, you know, I have been there before. You know, you're kind of like glamored. It's like being in love with a vampire. It's kind of being glamored. And you can see that in this dance.
See,
you know?
I can't see that in this dance.
You
And
couldn't?
no, for me, this dance, they were so in unison that I think it was the best teamwork in the sense for the whole night, because I know we're going to get into the next dance, but I would say this was probably the best teamwork for me because I just, like I said, I didn't feel like they were competing with they worked so well with each other.
It was more like a friendship, a partnership.
It felt like one, you know, where everything else I was watching, this person and that person, and trying to compare their techniques. With this, they did it together, and to me, that's the hardest thing to do.
Yeah.
With somebody that you're competing against, make it seem so natural.
So you couldn't take your eyes off both of them.
No, absolutely.
Yeah. Who do I watch?
But let's get into the next dance because this was just
amazing.
Awesome.
This was definitely has to win an Emmy. If it doesn't, I don't know what's gonna happen.
They're up for so many Emmys. Like
I
can't
know.
imagine them not winning at least.
What
2
did
to
he
3.
say? They're up for 8 Emmys, and 5 of them are for choreographers.
Crazy.
So I mean, the choreographers definitely have to step up their game now because, you know, 8 Emmys. That's a lot.
Like what's gonna happen next year, guys?
You know, what new big choreography is gonna be coming out? You know, what else are we gonna see? And this dance, of course, it was Sonia. Amazing, brilliant, standing ovation.
Sasha and Melanie did this.
The two
I
strongest.
love the song. It was like
what was it?
I don't know what it was, but it was
I think it was from District 78, something like that.
It was like a ballet dubstep.
Yes.
And dubstep's huge right now.
Very
and they
popular.
did the jazz to it. And they had like mohawks and boy shorts and
It was like Amazon woman beast, here I come.
Yes.
Hear me roar. I'm going to come and get your food, you know, like
the interlocking of their hands, their feet.
they did a little crawl on the floor.
Yes.
Like they like plopped down.
The crab.
And yeah, beautiful. I loved it. It was powerful. It was.
I love the lifts. You know, Sasha was really lifting Melanie in a lot of this, and you know, Melanie did a couple lifts for Sasha, but
yeah, she totally took her and whipped her around a couple times.
I don't know what dance I was talking about earlier, where I said, you know, it was a bit of feminine, but then it switched to masculine. That's what I got
the dance
from
with
this.
Marco.
Yeah, the dance with Marco.
Oh
That's
no, sorry, Tad. The heist.
Oh right,
The
right.
heist.
Yes. That's what I got with this. You know, with Sasha picking her up. Sometimes Sasha was the more aggressive one, and then Melanie would switch, and she was the more aggressive one. And
It's like a lioness.
Yeah, and they hit the hard points together, which, like I said, it's very hard. And the only other person who did that was Tad and his partner earlier. But I think they were the best duo tonight, definitely.
It was definitely a showstopper. Lady Gaga threw her shoe at the stage. What was that?
So random and like.
She was saying, she's like, dancers, when a dance performs and it's this great, just you got to throw your shoe. She took her shoe off and threw it at the stage, and Sasha's not gonna give that up.
Yo, Sasha was
holding on to that for dear
like
life.
Melanie was trying to put it in between the two of them. She like kept reaching for it and like touching it, and Sasha was like,
"It's mine.
Yeah,
it's
no,
mine.
you're not getting this.
It's mine."
And I kind of kept saying to myself, like, Gaga, like, throw the other one up. That's not really fair.
I know she gave it to Sonia,
Which is cool, but it's the dancer. You know what I mean? Give Sonia the hat.
I know,
or
right?
something.
The hat with the bug.
Or your blue wig.
Was that a wig?
That is not Gaga's real hair.
It looked like maybe. I don't know anything about wigs, to be honest with you. I've never even dyed my hair.
No,
So
I believe Gaga's hair is probably up to her chin or so.
Maybe. Have
big
we ever
wiggle.
seen her natural hair? I don't think so. I think she's always in a wig or something.
Yeah.
I don't think.
That's why I think tonight was a wig.
Could be. This dance was just my favorite. It was definitely the show of the season. I mean, the dance of the season.
Well,
Brilliant.
and that's what was that Gaga who said that? Well, she
Was
said it
it?
was the best. She said
Performance of the evening.
Everyone can pack up because this was the best performance of the evening. I mean, you know, and you saw in Sonia's face, she just kept saying thank you.
Yeah, she was so grateful. You know, these choreographers, they put their art out there. They put their creativity out there. And if people love it, they're just so humble. Like, oh my gosh, like, you love what I just came up with, you know? Like, I saw it in my head. You performed it. And now look, everybody loves it, you know?
Right.
They're just like so thankful and grateful. And it's like Travis, he was on the show and now he's a choreographer. And it just goes to show you that they live it. They love it, you know? It's just in their head and they just put it out there.
Absolutely. So, I mean, before we head to a commercial break, what are your any last thoughts of this, this episode or?
Well, predictions are later.
Oh, we're gonna come to predictions.
Ooh.
So, all right, let's head over to a commercial break, and when
yeah.
we get back, we'll
I
get
wanna talk
into
about that.
predictions.
Want to find out what the AfterBuzz is about?
Janice is a drama queen.
This is the divide that is going to carry the series.
Give us a call. 424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
It's television, and they want it to be as dramatic as possible.
I mean, it's Shakespearean.
You never know what goes on behind closed doors.
Find out why AfterBuzz TV is the #1 source for after-show content.
Now, in the eyes of Jimmy, Nucky is a villain.
424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
I mean, who would you guys rather hear that from? Your husband or your best friend?
The wig will come out.
When the TV show is over, get your AfterBuzz on.
Hey.
What?
Because we're
It's
bad
AfterBuzz
boys
for life.
Because it's AfterBuzz for life.
Uh-huh.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Scary.
All right, so who do we think's going home next week? How many people are being sent home next week?
I think it's 2.
It is 2.
It's 2 every week until I think the top 4, and then it goes down to
1.
whoever. Yeah, 4.
The final.
The final,
Final
yeah, the
frontier.
finale. I think Caitlyn and Ricky are going home. You know, Ricky should have gone home a long time ago, but yeah, Caitlyn and Ricky. You know, there were other performances that were brilliant and amazing and just outshined everybody. And Caitlyn didn't stand out, neither did Ricky. I mean, Ricky stood out because I was like, oh, I didn't like you.
Right.
You sucked.
That's why you need to go home.
And
if
you
you're
need to go
sticking out
home.
for that reason.
Nigel had told him after his dance with Marco, Ricky, I'm sorry, but I think you're going to be in the bottom 3 or the bottom. And from Nigel. And that kind of tells you it's sad. His fate is written in stone. Or
so who do you think? Who are you thinking? I mean, we keep saying Sasha and Melanie.
I know. I really think it's the season of the girls.
Do you?
know,
Because
they're-
at the beginning, I predicted it was the season of the guys.
I think everybody did. The guys were powerful, but the
Yeah.
girls they were sneaky. The girls were sneaky.
They were.
They came in and swooped it up. And
So top 4, who do you think it's going to be?
Jess, Melanie, Sasha, and Marco.
My exact thoughts too.
I think that's America's exact thoughts. I mean, call in, let us know what you think. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see tomorrow, but sad to say.
So until then,
Yep.
it's been a pleasure,
It
Heather.
has been. I miss Maria and Kat.
Sitting out there by yourself.
It's the first time I've done this by myself. This is exciting.
But do you love the new studio you're in?
I do. I know. I noticed the white background.
Yes, it's like Club AfterBuzz.
It is. Woo, woo, woo.
All right. Well, so until next time, guys,
Yes.
we thank you very much for
you.
joining us.
Yes.
And Heather, excellent job manning it up out
You
there.
too. Thanks for joining in.
Thanks for having me. So until next time, guys, we'll TTYL on SYTYCD.
Are we spelling?
I'm trying to. It's just not working.
Start spelling my name. HEATHER.
All right, guys, we'll see you next week. Same time, same place. Peace.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.